Yo, what is going on, guys? Rod from OTL Gaming TV, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get unlimited street gold coins. Now there's two types of currency in CarX Street, and the first one is obviously called credits. So as you can see on my phone, I've got CR on the top right, and I've got about 1 billion in there. And then the next one is called the street coins, or you can call it gold coins, whatever you want to call it. So with the S's, okay. Now you need these. If you've been playing the game, you know that you need these coins to put in the best parts. So for example, right now, if I go to tuning shop and I want to put in the best parts, I would need the street coins. So just for example, right. So I've got that one installed, right? So for example, that's a racing one. I've got the ultimate one already installed. But as an example, the one before this was 56 street coins. Now, of course, the ultimate one will cost a lot more. Okay, so you need that. Going through all of these, you need that quite a bit. All right. So for example, right there, I need 36 street coins to put in an intake manifold. Right. Now, get into business. How do we get these coins and how do we make the most of them? So there is a glitch, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do. Okay. So the first thing you might have to do, or that you need to do, is have a car that has a good engine in it already. All right. So what I'll do is I'll go to car dealership and I'll tell you what I'm talking about. All right. So me, I've basically unlocked some of the C6 cars, and if you've unlocked any of them, you might be able to make some money from them. Okay. So for example, if I go to where it says C6, okay, I'm going to use the Lambo as an example, but there is cars that you can use that are much better than this and give you more. And I'll give you an example. So for example, I have the M4, and I think the engine swap, if I take the engine out of this, which I'll show you on in the video later on, you get some street coins in it. This one gives you about 117 street coins. And then there is another one. So the RX-7 from the Drift United goes for 130. And again, you would unlock that right there, Drift United. So if you have this car, you'll be able to sell the street engine for 130 street coins. And if you have the S18, so the Nissan S18 from the 21 Tribe, that one goes for the most, I believe, 157 street coins. Okay, so that right there, I'm right next to it actually. So there you go. Okay, so in this circumstances, I've only got the M4 and the Lambo club, or for example, if I hover over this one, it will tell you complete a challenge. Okay, so get this car by racing 7,000 kilometers, and of course the drift one, you got to be the drift club. Pretty much simple. Yeah, so for this one, I think you have to reach a certain speed per hour, which was the easiest one to get. So I think you got to do over 200 miles per hour, and then once you do that, you'll be able to unlock this car. But you'll be able to see the information on how to unlock it. So anyway, what I want to do is I want to claim this vehicle. So I'm claiming the vehicle now. So thank you. I've got the car. And now what I want to do, so I've already done it the first time, but I'll just show you while I'm doing this. So while I've got the car out, and as you can see in the C6, but we want to strip the engine of it, okay? Now you need a bit of street coins to do this, and you'll have that from when you're playing story mode. You only need a few street coins to actually do what I'm doing. So the first thing you want to do now is go on to where it says tuning. Once you load into the tuning shop, you want to go to where it says, just hover over where it says engine, and as you can see on the bottom right, it says press square to swap the engine. Okay, so right now we've got a V12 in there. Okay, that's a stock V12 right now, it's in there, but that's not a normal engine, that's an upgraded engine. What we want to do is throw in the shittest engine in there. So we've got the RS20, which is a 2-liter, and it costs us 29 street coins. We want to go ahead and install that. Are you happy to install it? Yes, it will completely lower the car's upgrade. So you literally go from a C6 to a C1. As you can see on the top right, it's dropped completely to a C1. Right, once you're done that, happy days, you want to leave this and go back to where it says change car. So change it to any other car that you want. So I'm going to just change it to the first car that pops up on my list. So change car, and let's go with that. I'm going with a M3 with donks on it. It doesn't matter what car you change to, guys. That's not part of it. So now what you want to do is you want to return the Lambo that you just used, and obviously it's downgraded to C1. Okay. So as you can see, when you hover over it, it says circle back, X to switch, square to add to favorite, and triangle to return. If you stay in the Lambo, you know you won't get that option. So for example, right now I'm on the M3 right now. As you can see, there's no option for me. So you have to switch cars in order to get that option. You want to return the vehicle, and it'll cost you nothing to return. So thank you. And once you've done that, all you need to do now is go to your inventory on the phone. So there it is right there on the bottom. And then what we want to do is go to where it says swap. So at the top, you've got parts, swap, styling, storage. Press R1 if you're on the PS5 to go to where it says swapped. Now in here, you'll have every engine that you've ever swapped without realizing it. For example, I've got the C63 engine. If I go to sell that, I get 11 street coins, right? And you can see etc etc. But for now, we're going to focus on the Lambo one. So if I sell the Lambo one, I get 103 street coins, and I'm happy with that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sell that, and I'm going to do that again because I've done it previously for the Lambo. And now, in order to keep rinsing and repeating the process, all you have to do. So I went from I think 400 to 600 plus street coins. Now, if I want to repeat the process, okay, and I want to go back and get my Lambo out. So it all depends on what car you have. So just play with the cards you dealt with. You don't have to have the Lambo. You can try it with a car that you have, and do it. Not don't do it by a card that you've purchased. Do it by a card that you've won through a challenge or through the clubs. So as long as you've defeated a club, you'll get some of them will give you a car for free. Those are the ones you want to do it with. And the reason you want to return the car is because when you go back to C6, you're able to claim it again. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and claim. And then now I've got the car, it's back, it's got the V12 engine in it again. And all I got to do is... And you guys better make most of this before they patch it, just in case. You know they were going to patch it because they don't want everyone to have street coins. Because then you pretty much finish the game. So, as you can see, we are going to just do the process for you one more time. So, I've changed now to my Lambo straight from the car dealership. So, a brand new one. And what I want to do is go to tuning. Once we're here, we want to remove the engine. So for me on the PlayStation, it says hover over the engine section, press square to engine swap. All right, thank you. And I want to put in a rubbish engine in there, so I'll do that. And it cost me 29 gold coins, but I'll be making 100 plus back. All right, thank you. I think, let's see transmission actually. Has he got a stock transmission? Let's see. So if you press R1, okay, the current transmission is a 5-gear one. Oh no, that's a basic one. As you can see, look, T50 LMD 5 gears, T50 5 gears. So I don't really want to change that. But you know what? Just for experiment purposes, let's go ahead and try it. All right. So another 25 coins to put in this gearbox in it. I think we're going to get less because you see it downgrades it. It's actually cheaper. So don't mess with the transmission. It's already got a crappy transmission in it. But anyway, let's go ahead and exit this now. And then what we want to do is change our vehicle. So if you've made it this far into the video, guys, please leave a like. We do CarX street car meets, and of course we can give away some money. So we've got like $1 billion cars, or we can give you cars that you don't have. Anyway, we want to change to another car, so let's go ahead and change to a different car. Now I've got this electric M4, and what I want to do is, oof, I'm getting too excited there. I want to send my Lamborghini back to storage. So hold triangle. As you can see, it's become a C1 car. It doesn't cost me anything to send it back. And now we simply want to go to the inventory, go to our swaps, and there you go. We've got our Lambo. Sorry, the engine's right there. The V12, that was the transmission right there. And I'm getting 103. So it's costing you 20, and you're making yourself 103. So you do the maths, guys. You're making about 80 plus coins. Now, again, if you do it with the cars that I told you, the RX-7 or the Drift one, you'll get more. All right. So I'm going to try it one more time, but this time I'm going to try it with the M4 that I've got, right? So if I send my M4 back, which is at the moment, I believe a C5. Yeah, it is. All right. So I'm not going to send it back yet. I'm going to switch to it. I'm going to take the engine out of this one and see if it does have a shit engine or a good engine. Let's find out. So same thing. Once you got the car out, go to tuning, downgrade it, and then put the car back. So here we go. So we go in there, swapping. So right now it's got a 3-liter engine in it. And I think that's actually it. That's a good engine. Okay. So let's see how much we get for this one. Again, experiment with the cars that you've won, and we'll see how that goes. Okay. So let's see. I'm putting that in there. I'm gonna check the transmission as well, just in case. So this is a better transmission. It's a 6 gears transmission than the 5 gears. So I'm gonna go ahead and check that. Wait, let me see if it downgrades the car. No, that's odd. It increases the car spec, which is weird. Yeah, no, we're gonna stick with that transmission. Don't fuck with the transmission, guys. All right. Anyway, let's go back. Now, what we want to do is again change our cars, and you don't lose anything, guys. So don't think, oh my god, I'm gonna lose power in my car. No, because you're gonna send it back to the dealership, and you're gonna claim your fully upgraded car again. Obviously, if you put parts and stuff in your car, that's a whole different story. I'm not sure. I'm using the cars that they've given me as stock. All right. So I haven't really done anything to these cars. So if I remember correctly, the car has been completely dropped down. There it is right there. I want to return that vehicle. Yes. And then what I want to do is go to my inventory and let's see how much the BMW engine was. Where is she? There is M4G. And let's see how much I'm getting. So I'm getting 99. So I'll rather stick to the Lambo. It's not that bad. It's not that much of a difference, but yeah. And then you can obviously get rid of these small ones, but they don't make a difference. So yeah, for me, I would say experiment with all the cars that you've gotten from a club, right, that you've won. So, you know, some of these ones that you've won, the M3, you know, and see how it goes. For example, that one in there as well. I know I won that, but I made it my own version. But for me, my advice would be to stick to the C6 cars because they're already fully upgraded. All right, you don't have to mess with them, and then they've got good engines in it, right? Whereas when you're getting a C2, C3 car, it's gonna have a crappy engine in it and give you less money. Sorry. So I would say stick to these cars. So now, for example, I need to claim my Lambo again, and then I can claim my BMW again, and just keep rinsing and repeating the process. But if you have trouble on how to do this, let me know. Of course, I can try and help you out. Okay. We also, like I said, we can help you out with cars that you want. We've got, look, I've got a billion in there. I've got a billion in the game, and I can also give you some of my cars for free. One car that I really use for story mode is the it's a C4 one. But yeah, guys, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.